All right, so welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to do a deep dive into Nvidia. You know, like the company behind those super powerful graphics cards that gamers love. But lately there's all this hype around them and AI.
Yeah.
Like, what's the deal with that? So to figure that out, we've got some excerpts here from Yahoo Finance.
Okay.
We've got the Motley Fool. And then we've got some other analysis too.
Nice.
And honestly, some of the numbers that we're going to go over today are kind of crazy.
Yeah. It's
Like you might think you know Nvidia, but you probably don't.
Right.
So to start us off, you know, what is it about Nvidia that's so fascinating right now?
Well, Nvidia has like completely shifted gears.
Yeah.
You know, they used to be the ones powering all our favorite video games, and now they're basically like printing money by providing the chips that are like the brains behind this whole AI explosion.
So wait, are you saying that the same company that makes, you know, the latest video games look incredible is now the one that's powering like the algorithms that are changing the world?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You probably know Nvidia best for their gaming graphics cards.
Right.
But those are really just one type of GPU.
Okay.
Graphics processing unit.
Got it.
What's really driving this whole boom are their data center GPUs.
Okay.
These are specialized processors that are like specifically designed for AI.
Got it. So instead of making like, you know, Call of Duty look amazing,
Yeah,
these GPUs are helping AI like learn and evolve.
precisely. And the demand for these AI-focused GPUs is just through the roof.
Crazy.
In fact, Yahoo Finance even compared Nvidia to Apple.
Oh, wow.
Back when the iPhone first launched.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, everyone wanted one.
Yeah.
And Apple was in the perfect position to capitalize on that.
Right.
That's kind of where Nvidia is now.
Interesting.
They've become like the go-to supplier for the tools that are going to power this whole new wave of technology.
And it seems like everyone wants a piece of that action. Yeah. I mean, even just regular investors are just piling into Nvidia stock.
Yeah.
Like $30 billion.
$30 billion.
Poured in from just retail investors in 2024.
Yeah.
Alone.
It's huge.
That's more than Tesla. More than the entire S&P 500.
More than the S&P.
Like, what's driving that kind of confidence?
Well, it's not just hype.
Okay.
This is signaling like a fundamental shift.
Oh, wow.
Companies across all industries are recognizing that AI is the future.
Yeah.
And they're willing to invest, like seriously invest to stay ahead.
Right.
And Nvidia is right at the heart of that shift.
It's kind of mind-blowing to think that like one company
I know.
could hold that much influence over something as like transformative as AI.
It really is.
Yeah.
And one company that's betting big on Nvidia's future is ByteDance.
ByteDance.
The company behind TikTok.
Oh, wow, TikTok.
They just dropped a cool $7 billion
$7 billion.
on Nvidia's AI chips.
That's basically just like saying, we believe in you, Nvidia.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we really believe in you.
A lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot. It's more than just a financial investment, though.
Okay.
It's a strategic one.
Oh, okay.
This move puts ByteDance ahead of its Chinese rivals in the AI race.
Right.
And remember, there are those, you know, kind of tricky U.S. export restrictions on some of these chips.
Yeah.
But Nvidia has been, you know, kind of cleverly finding ways around that by using offshore facilities.
Oh, wow.
This deal with ByteDance just shows how, like, adept they are at navigating all these geopolitical hurdles.
So they're like playing 4D chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers.
Kind of, yeah.
Wow.
But this kind of brings us to their latest and greatest, right?
Okay.
The Blackwell AI chip.
The Blackwell.
One of our sources even called it, quote, the most innovative tech release of 2024.
Wow.
But I also heard there were some hiccups with that initial rollout.
Yeah, there were some early bumps, yeah.
Yeah, Yahoo Finance acknowledges that. But, you know, you got to remember, any new technology at this complex is bound to have, like, some teething problems.
Right.
But despite that, analysts are incredibly optimistic.
Okay.
They're predicting Blackwell could add, like, a massive $65 billion Nvidia's revenue in 2025.
Wow.
That's potentially doubling their earnings per share.
Okay, now those are numbers I understand.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like Blackwell is more than just like another chip. It's like the key to unlocking Nvidia's like next level of growth.
Right, it's a big deal.
And with CEO Jensen Huang's keynote at CES 2025 coming up,
yeah,
everyone's waiting to see what incredible new applications he's going to unveil.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
There's a lot riding on Blackwell's success for sure. You know, Nvidia's stock price dipped a little bit towards the end of 2024.
Oh, okay.
Investors, you know, they got a little nervous about those margin pressures coming with the rollout, but most experts see this as like a temporary blip. The long-term potential of Blackwell is just too big to ignore.
Right.
It's huge.
Yeah, one article we have from the Motley Fool isn't shying away from like big predictions.
Oh no, they're not.
They're saying Nvidia could sell a mind-boggling 180 to $200 billion
That's a lot
worth of AI processors in 2025.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is massive.
Like, to put that into perspective.
Yeah.
They're estimating Nvidia could sell around 6 million.
6 million.
Data center GPUs at an average price of, wait for it,
Okay.
about $30,000 each.
$30,000.
$30,000. I guess these aren't the same GPUs that are in like my old gaming PC.
Probably not, no.
But seriously, that's like a hefty price tag.
Yeah, it is.
And yet they think they can sell millions.
That's the confidence they have in the market demand.
That's amazing.
And some analysts are even more bullish.
Really?
Morgan Stanley predicts Nvidia could rake in $210 billion.
$210 billion.
$210 billion from Blackwell Systems alone. They're banking on even higher sales volume and potentially even higher prices than Jefferies.
So it's not just that these chips are like super powerful.
Yeah.
It's that they're like practically the only game in town.
Pretty much.
If you're serious about AI.
Right.
But how do they even make enough of these things to meet that kind of demand?
Well, that's where TSMC comes in.
TSMC.
They're the world's largest chip manufacturer.
Wow.
And they've partnered with Nvidia to meet this like surge in demand.
Okay.
TSMC plans to double their production capacity to a staggering 660,000 wafers in 2025 just for these advanced chips.
And they're going to need every single one.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, our research showed that as of October 2024, Blackwell GPUs were like completely sold out.
Wow.
For the next 12 months.
Sold out.
Imagine trying to get your hands on one of those.
I know. I think
like a winning, like the golden ticket.
It's like Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory. Yeah.
So this raises an interesting question.
Yeah.
Given Nvidia's like meteoric rise, their grip on the AI chip market.
Yeah.
The projections we're seeing. What could possibly stand in their way?
Right. Are there any cracks in this like seemingly impenetrable armor?
Yeah, like are they invincible? Or is there something that could, slow them down?
It's a good question.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break and then we'll come back and dive into that.
Sounds good.
It does feel like they're on this like unstoppable trajectory right now.
Right.
Like, could anything really slow them down at this point?
Well, it's important to remember that no company is invincible. Even giants can stumble. And one concern is that this very success could actually attract more competition.
Oh, yeah.
Other companies see these massive revenue numbers.
Right.
And they're going to want a piece of the pie.
Right. It's like that old saying, success breeds competition.
Exactly.
But Nvidia's got such a head start. Can anyone really catch up?
It's definitely an uphill battle, that's for sure. Okay. But you have to remember, technology moves so fast.
Right.
What if a new company comes along and develops a more efficient chip?
Oh.
Or discovers like a totally different approach to AI computing. That makes Nvidia's technology, obsolete.
You're painting a pretty dramatic picture there.
I know, but it's possible.
But I guess you're right.
Yeah.
We've seen it happen before. Like
all the time.
Companies that seemed untouchable.
Right.
Suddenly they're struggling to keep up.
And then there's always the,
yeah,
unpredictable nature of the global economy.
Right.
Even if Nvidia continues to, dominate technologically, a major economic downturn could really impact demand.
Okay.
Companies might tighten their belts and delay investing in these, expensive AI systems.
So even if their technology is the best, like external forces could still throw them off course.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And let's not forget about the geopolitical landscape. Those export restrictions we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
Those could always tighten.
Oh.
And that could limit Nvidia's access to key markets.
It's like they're navigating like a constantly shifting maze.
Yeah.
They need to be like so adaptable and strategic to avoid those potential pitfalls.
Exactly. They got to be on their toes.
Wow.
And that kind of brings us back to something you brought up earlier.
Okay.
the Motley Fool, they made that bold statement comparing investing in Nvidia to holding Apple stock back in the day.
Right.
They even said Nvidia should be like a staple in any portfolio alongside giants like Apple and Microsoft.
That's a big vote of confidence.
It is.
But as you pointed out, there are definitely risks to consider as well.
Of course, every investment carries risk.
Right.
Nvidia is no exception.
Okay.
But the potential rewards are equally compelling.
Okay.
Analysts believe that as demand for AI continues to just like explode, Nvidia is in the perfect position to benefit.
Okay.
The Motley Fool even went as far as to say Nvidia stock could double in 2025.
Double.
Reaching $275 a share.
Wow. $275 a share.
Wow, $275.
That's a pretty tempting prediction.
It is. But I'm also curious about something.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot about Nvidia's like financial potential, their dominance in the market.
Mm-hmm.
But what does all this mean for the future of AI itself?
Now you're getting to the heart of the matter.
Okay.
NVIDIA isn't just a company.
Right.
They're shaping the very foundation on which this AI revolution is being built.
Wow.
Think about it.
Okay.
Their chips are powering the algorithms that are already transforming industries from healthcare to transportation.
Wow.
As NVIDIA's technology advances, so too will the capabilities of AI.
So the future of AI is like intertwined with the future of NVIDIA.
To a large extent, yes.
Wow.
And that raises some important questions for us to consider.
Okay, like what?
Well, what happens if NVIDIA's dominance is challenged?
What happens if like a critical flaw is discovered in their technology? Or what if ethical concerns about the use of AI start to impact their business?
Those are some pretty weighty what ifs.
Yeah, they are.
It makes you realize how much responsibility comes with this level of influence.
Exactly. And it's something we should all be thinking about as individuals navigating this rapidly evolving world.
Right.
We has a role to play in shaping the future of AI.
Okay.
We need to stay informed, ask questions, engage in these conversations about the potential benefits and the potential risks.
It's not just about the technology itself. It's about how it's developed and used, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We need to consider the ethical implications, the societal impact, the potential for unintended consequences.
Yeah.
You know, AI has the potential to do incredible things.
Yeah.
But it also has the potential to be misused or to exacerbate existing inequalities.
This is definitely giving me a lot to think about.
I know, it's a lot.
It's not just about like which stocks to buy or whatever.
Right.
It's about like understanding these forces that are shaping our future.
Exactly. And remember, this is an ongoing conversation.
Right.
The AI landscape is constantly evolving. So we need to stay curious, stay engaged, and keep asking those tough questions.
It's a bit daunting to think about everything we've discussed today.
Yeah.
You know, NVIDIA's success, the potential risks, the broader implications for AI and society as a whole.
Yeah.
It's a lot to process.
It is. But remember, you don't have to be an expert in AI or a financial analyst to participate in this discussion.
Right.
We all have a stake in this future.
Yeah.
And we can all contribute to shaping it in a positive direction.
So what can we as individuals actually do to like make a difference?
Well, for starters, we can educate ourselves about AI and its implications.
Okay.
We can follow the news, read articles, listen to podcasts like this one.
That's a good start. What else?
We can support organizations that are working to ensure the responsible development of AI.
Okay.
There are many groups out there advocating for ethical guidelines, transparency, and accountability in the field.
So we can be like informed citizens.
Right.
And make conscious choices about the technology we use.
Exactly.
And support.
And we can have conversations like this one.
Oh, yeah.
The more we talk about AI, the more we can demystify it and bring it into the realm of, public discourse.
I like that.
Yeah.
Instead of being intimidated by AI, we can kind of like embrace the opportunity to learn about it.
Right.
And help shape its development.
Absolutely. And remember, AI isn't some far off science fiction concept. It's already here.
It's here.
It's evolving rapidly, and it's going to touch every aspect of our lives.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So we've got NVIDIA, this like powerhouse of a company leading the charge in this whole AI revolution. They're making incredible strides, but they're also facing potential challenges. You know, from competition, economic shifts, and even the ethical implications of their own technology.
Exactly. And as we've discussed, their future is really intertwined with the future of AI itself.
Yeah.
Their successes and failures will have ripple effects throughout the entire industry.
Which means we can't just like sit back and watch it all unfold.
No, definitely.
We need to be like active participants in this technological revolution.
We do. It's not about predicting the future. It's about being prepared for it.
Right.
And that means understanding the forces at play, engaging in these critical conversations, and advocating for the kind of future we want to see.
So to wrap this all up, what's like the one key takeaway you want to leave our listener with today?
I'd say this. AI is powerful.
Okay.
It's complex.
Yeah.
And it's evolving at an incredible pace.
It is.
But ultimately, it's a tool.
Right.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. The choices we make today as individuals and as a society will determine how that tool is used.
Right.
And what kind of future we build with it.
That's a great point to end on.
Yeah.
We all have a role to play in shaping the future of AI.
We do.
So stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged.
Absolutely. And keep asking those tough questions.
Yes. Well, folks, that concludes our deep dive into the fascinating world of Nvidia and the AI revolution.
It's been a good one.
We hope you found this exploration insightful and thought-provoking.
And remember, this is just the beginning of the conversation.
Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.